Hello and welcome to another episode of the Plus 63 HP podcast. I'm one of your hosts, John Clemente. Alongside with me are two of my bestest best friends. I'm gonna start with camera center, the guy with a pink headset, Chubax. How are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, a little tired, but not as tired as previous weeks. Able to rest a little, but excited to be back. I missed last week.
There you go. We are now full force again, the complete trio of the reviewers. At the other end of the screen, the guy from the West Coast waking up at an ungodly hour to join us. Arnie, how are you doing?
Hello there. I'm doing much better.
All right. Awesome. Everybody's doing great. And content is just dropping this week. We have a very, very full slate of shows. You do not have one, you do not have two, but you have three different pieces of content that we are diving deep into. You'll be starting your week, or we started our week with um a review of M. Night Shyamalan's latest drop, Knock at the Cabin.
Mm.
And we're also continuing our week-on-week episodic review of two amazing pieces of franchises. You'll have episode 8 of The Last of Us. So that's the penultimate episode of this amazing series that we're watching at or from HBO Max. But we're also on the second episode of Disney Plus's Mandalorian season 3, both starring Daddy Pedro Pascal,
Internet's
both
daddy.
ushering in their little babies, Ellie and Grogu. So it has been a very, very fun week.
It's the second
But
week of the month of Pedro.
and then we have one more week
One
of
more
month of
week.
Pedro before we start weaning down on the on amazing content brought by him. Without further ado, we are gonna just go straight into
Dive into the
Mandalorian.
living waters.
We're gonna dive in to the living waters of Mandalore. We just checked. Yes, the air is not poisonous. It's not toxic. My R5 unit let me know that we're all good to go. So I am going to turn over.
Well. So real quick, we're going to start at Tatooine, which is the Star Wars default planet, apparently, because we always go to
The home
Tatooine,
base.
home base. And we see that it's Bunta Eve. There's some pod racing, there's some celebrations, and then we cut
Fucking
to
scam by what's her
Pelimoto.
name?
Pelimoto.
Fucking
Like,
scamming.
I'm scared to have my car fixed because of these types of people.
Right?
It's just, if you leave your stuff unattended, the Jawas will take you, and Pelly's just a middleman or middle person. And but it was a fun scam. I mean, if it's not happening to you, it's fun to watch. And then
Still
and then
angry that they gave us a tease of IG-11 and then it was just a
I I
tease.
still I still think they'll fix IG-11. It's just that it's also nice to maybe just a good way to put in as R5 as a suitable replacement, at least for now. And we see,
R5
I
is a
mean,
unique droid, right?
he's a unique droid.
Who's Obi-Wan's R4?
Obi-Wan's
R
R4?
R4,
R4.
R4, but that one got destroyed in the Clone
Yeah.
Wars, or
Okay.
or, or
Just
at
making
least
sure.
in one of the movies. But anyways, R5, if you don't remember, for people who are either casual fans or don't remember, he was the one with the bad motivator, according to Luke, because we can still see
Oh,
the
okay,
burn
okay.
marks. Yeah. And in the comics, apparently there's some more info about him, but I'm not going to dive into that because we
Okay.
we
I
we don't
forgot.
we're short in
That's
time.
why it's familiar. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we've
but
seen
but definitely he's the one with the bad motivator. So Pelly was able to convince Din to take him, and it's an astromech, very convenient. There's already a droid port in Din's new starfighter. Um, So yeah, and meanwhile, Din is trying to teach Grogu how to navigate across the galaxy, which is, this is the way
Mm.
when Mandalorians, right? And then they land in Mandalore. We get the turbulence or very rough re-entry, and
Re-entry.
then it looks like the planet. was really glassed over, but at least the sky looked clear. It just looked like your typical planet, but of course, R5 needs to analyze the air quality
Such
if
a,
it's
I love that R4 is like such a pussy.
yeah, he's a cowardly, kind of like an C3PO type droid. Definitely not a chopper or R2, but it's its own personalities. It's fun to watch. But of course, when R5 was just trying to check the air, he gets attacked by some Alamites or those Morlock-looking creatures in Mandalore, and Din has to rescue him. And we still see that Din was still having a hard time with Darksaber. And some of the fans online were like, "Wait, you already had 2 years with the Darksaber. How come you're still having trouble?" Well, because he's not into it. He doesn't want to practice with it. So
Yeah.
he's more of a he's
No,
more of a
and I think
blaster dude.
there's something like there's something that's making it heavy, right? There's like
Yeah,
an element of the
So
force
for
or
him,
something
he's just like
that's
the idea of it's like it's
yeah,
him
yeah,
that's making it heavy.
no,
Like
yeah,
he
nga, so
doesn't.
but
yeah.
there's something in it that manifests that
The
just
kyber
in his
crystal.
mind.
Yeah, the
Like
kyber crystal.
there's something magical or
Yeah,
like
Yeah, there's a force. There's
there's
an
a
actual
force that's
yeah,
making
gravitational
it, yeah.
yeah.
force.
Like
Yeah.
it's from
For
him.
those,
Maybe
yeah,
it's his mind, but it's maybe he's force sensitive and it's manifesting it in
yeah.
making
Yeah.
it heavy. Yeah.
Well, for those who watched Rebels, when Sabine took the Darksaber training with Kanan, Kanan kind of explained that you have to be connected to the Kyber crystal, to the Darksaber. Just watch that episode. I'm not explaining it as well as the show. And also, in my opinion, if Din is already good at the lightsaber, then he's just overpowered. I mean,
Mhm.
why even bother? But it later on it will show the show shows why him not being good with the dark saber is kind of like important as well. So anyways,
I mean, even like
he goes in.
when he's stabbing the
Mhm.
creatures, it wasn't going through too far. Like
Yeah,
he was really
plus
having a
he's
hard time with it.
relying.
Okay.
Yeah, so he defeats the group of Alamites, and then they explore more of the city, which is
God. Okay. Back again. Sorry. Oh.
problem very hard to connect to the galaxy. Anyways, he defeats the group of Alamites and explored the city that's in ruin. So it's almost like the last vibes there because the QZ is ruined basically. But they explore and there's some Ando saw like a helmet that got his curiosity, and apparently
It
it's a
was a
trap.
trap.
As it was a trap, as Admiral Akbar would say. So, but that droid that trapped General Grievous, but that eyeball was so creepy, but it's very,
I know.
very
It's so
effective.
cool.
And
Very yeah.
at first,
Remaining humanoid part of him was in the part of this.
uh, backstory, like, no, keep it like that. Just leave it like that. It's more mystery. And of course, at first Grogu tried to save him using the Force, but
And this guy
so
was too armored and stuff.
like that electrical staff or something like that. So Mando just told flip and he flew to I mean he pointed to the planet where Bo-Katan is, and R5 understood. He
I
said that's why you
mean,
need
can
an
we break
astromech.
down how old is Grogu in human years? Because he can fight,
They said
Well,
so
but
it
he's
may be
not
like
talking.
55, 56.
No, no, that's I mean
he's like
equivalent.
maybe
The equivalence,
One
like
or two.
yeah,
one or two.
like
Like
in terms of developmental. I mean, I just gone through with it.
I think maybe
He's
he's like
probably
5'6", but delayed speech. This is the only thing I can think of. Something like that, right?
yes, delayed speech. Yeah, like he's babbling now, but
Because I really
he's
want to
still
hear
kind
him
of like,
talk. Because in canon ba? Oh, in canon we have Yaddle, right?
yeah, Yaddle is
Yaddle
not.
speak, and she spoke normally, right?
He
So
doesn't. She doesn't speak like Yoda,
so it's Yoda just trolling the fuck out of everybody.
or he
Because
has a speech delay or something like that,
it's not speak. It's not speak.
or he's just too old and like,
Because now we
oh,
have two. We have Yaddle and Yoda. So
He learned
yeah.
wrong.
Grogu speaks normally, it's really Yoda is fucking like
But in my
trolling
mind,
the galaxy.
it would be so funny if Grogu spoke Spanish instead of
Oh
basic.
fuck yeah! You know what would be funny if they go back to Yoda's history and like before he became the Grandmaster, he was just speaking normally, and then when he became Grandmaster, it went to his head. They're like, I'm gonna be the shit. I'll
Yeah,
fuck everybody.
I will sound so
It's like
mysterious if
narcissist, the
I'm.
most narcissist person.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, at least in canon, yeah, with Yaddle, because she spoke like,
he spoke normal.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas just spoke normally. But in some video games that are not canon yet, there are some same species that spoke like Yoda. So, but we'll see. But anyway, so R5 did the autopilot, and we find Bo-Katan still depressed from episode one, and she's like, "Leave me alone, get out of
Is
here."
there
But of
are
course,
there
when
other Mandalorians there, or is it just her?
I think she's all by herself.
Just her and the droid.
Doesn't she have a bed or
I
a
mean,
couch? Why is she in that throne all the time?
oh,
Does she
well,
wake up every
well,
morning and like 8 to 5? I have to be in the throne or something.
we'll see. I mean, after this episode, maybe she and maybe we'll see her bedroom. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, so she's like, "Oh, what happened to Mando?" And then download the astromech. So the astromech basically made the exposition faster because at least Grogu doesn't have to explain stuff. There's no more doubt. Like they just downloaded the droid's data, and you know, so she fires up her own ship, takes Grogu and R5, and on to the rescue mission. And of course, Bo is just like, "Oh, okay, Grogu, you need to lead me to Mando." They go down. But this time, because she grew up in that city as well, with her sister Satine, so she knows the city, and she has more. She could tell an ambush when
Oh, and she was prepared.
you know
Oh,
she
yes,
was
Mando
prepared.
was
Plus, yeah,
prepared too, but yeah.
yeah. So she was able to fight off the Alamites as well, and she explained that these are probably native species that used to live outside the cities, but now, of course, since no more Mandos, they took over
They
everything.
have all the city now.
Oh, yeah, they took over the city, and it was just fun seeing that shield that she has, and her fighting style and all that. And then the comment like, "Is your dad? Do you think your dad is the only Mando? I'm a Mando too." So yeah, there's some cool scenes for Katie there to play with. And then finally, she finds him. She gets attacked by that spider droid. She gets hold of the dark saber, and as you could tell, she could fight with the dark
Mm.
saber, and it's not heavy to
I
her.
mean, she did have it before, so she knows how to
Oh
use
yeah,
it
she
well.
did have it before, and the thing is, because she really wanted the dark saber, so she kind of learned. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Mm.
Satine trained her or something like that. So as you can see, she was like, she was able to take down that spider droid.
And
Uh,
I was hearing online some technical like some of them had problems with the episode that being dark. I didn't have that problem. You guys have a
they
problem with
need
that?
better TVs. They need better TVs.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is a little bit dark, but if
I
sometimes
mean,
you get
I
the
for me, I
I,
didn't touch anything, so
it's not season 8 Game of Thrones. That's Come on.
I
no,
That's
know.
but
dark.
again, it's everything is being compared with The Last of Us now, right? Because in The Last of Us, like their night scenes were like super clear and watchable. So
Yeah,
just again, it's maybe the ambient light in their house, or they
yeah,
didn't get the
Especially with
but
technology.
also the dark saber is not heavy for me, so I'm very attuned to my dark.
yeah. And the thing is, yeah, it's not the Long Night from Game of Thrones. I mean, that was dark.
I know, like why? That wasn't. There's no excuse for that. Like, especially with the
Yeah,
technology now.
yeah. So, but like by the way, nice dark saber, Jong, and yeah, I guess we have to fight, But anyways, yeah. So she takes down the spider droid, she rescues Mando, and gave him some pog soup. And the irony is like Mando, the zealot, or basically the one who's strictly following the creed, never had one. So that was a fun teasing between the two of them. And then of course Mando's like, okay, I'm in your debt, but I need to finish this what I started, so I'm just gonna go to the living waters. So
Yeah,
Bo-Katan's like,
all
okay,
their dialogue together was I mean I loved it. Like
yeah,
it was great.
and she's
All their
like,
interactions were
I'll
great.
take you. And I think I don't know, people still think they're gonna fight. They still might fight, but this dialogue is, for me, the way it impacted me is more like, well, especially when she was talking about her dad,
And no, and
and
the
then
one I also kind of feel scared that they'll fight, but the way she's talking where Mandalorians are fighting each other, it's like she's against
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I think that was
So
foreshadowing that
yeah,
maybe they will fight just so that she could win the dark saber properly. Where's the
yeah.
dark saber now? I forgot.
I think he
I
has
Uh,
it.
mean,
sh-
I
she,
think
she she gave it back to him because she already knows, like, she can't just take it like that.
uh, so she gave
Uh,
it back. Okay.
yeah, I mean, or even if she just took it, I mean, she will still know that she didn't take it from Mando. So, and she's like firm about that. I mean, it's just like Mando in the helmet, like, even though it's kind of stupid, but hey, that's what they believe. That's what they believe.
why don't they just
So
fight it
yes,
out and it doesn't have to be to the death, right? Like
it doesn't have to be to death, like,
because he got
but
it without killing what's his name?
uh, Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Giancarlo Esposito.
Well, I guess the
like,
problem. I guess she's scared that she might lose.
yeah, I mean, because because hey, Paz Vizsla, I mean, kind of the heavy Mando, but of course it was heavy for him too. So it's not as if you know, uh, but I don't know. I guess there's also no witnesses,
Yeah,
so there's also that. But yeah, but especially when the Mando basically gave her dad some props, like, this is the way, like, he died protecting Mandalore, this is the way.
I
So
like that.
I think she's warming up to him, and
I
of
mean,
course,
she came to save him. So I mean, that alone
yeah,
speaks a lot already.
yeah, she could have just like, oh, okay, is he dead? Okay, I'll take the dark saber then from him, or
But then
so
another way of thinking is like what you said. Like, there's no witnesses, so she can't. She doesn't want him to die
yeah,
because people will accuse
Mm.
her
yeah,
Of
stealing it again.
stealing it
being
again.
Yeah,
behind it. Yeah, being behind his
yeah,
death.
yeah, and the thing too
I
is
hope
like,
not.
I
I
mean,
hope not. I mean, I hope
yeah,
they work good together.
yeah, and the thing is like, regarding the dark saber, the whole Elder Wand rules, like, who really does have the right to the dark saber? Because the only one who defeated Maul was Obi-Wan. So it should be Obi-Wan, right? Then Anakin, and then Luke. So it's all that other stuff. So for me, it's like, and what Moff Gideon did say is like, the story is more
How did
important than the
Sabine get it?
saber. So she just got it from Ezra when they were in Dathomir.
And then how did Ezra
Ezra
get it?
Ezra found it because he was trying to be mentored by Maul, but he found it
Okay,
in Maul's lair, and then when he realized what it was, he gave it to Sabine, and
Who
Sabine
gave it
trained.
to?
And then, yeah,
And then
so
and then she lost it to Gideon.
yeah, to get it. And some would argue that, well, Ahsoka defeated Maul too in Siege of Mandalore, but it's the whole
Yeah.
Elder Wand thing, right? So technically, it was supposed to be Snape, and then this, and then da 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 da. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? So anyway, so they were at the Living Waters, and we got this plaque. Bo-Katan read, Mandalore the Great, the Mythosaur. It used to be a Mythosaur lair, so now it just became a Beskar mine. And then, of course, Mando started doing the creed and just dropped into the into the waters, and Bo-Katan
That's
just
a
dove in.
question. Did he just fall? Or was
No, I
he
think it was
taken?
pulled.
I
I
think he
think he
was
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 pulled.
pulled. He was pulled. He was pulled
yeah.
by, as we could see, jumping in straight forward, the Mythosaur.
But
and he just dropped into the
he
ocean.
just
I mean, to the
pulled him and
waters.
then threw him down, like something like that.
Yeah, I think because he's wearing Beskar, maybe he was bitten. It's like, oh shit, I can't
Yeah,
eat this shit. I just
yeah,
like threw it down.
Because
yeah, or yeah,
if he fell, she should have caught him way before he hit the ground.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was
exactly.
pulled.
I'm sure he was like thrown violently down because he was
Yeah.
knocked out and he wasn't able to turn on his jetpack and stuff.
No,
Well,
he
he
took it
no, he
off.
took
He
he
took it
took
off.
off. He took it off. Yeah,
He took everything
Oh
off
yeah,
except the
yeah,
armor.
yeah. So yeah, I was half expecting he'll take off everything except his helmet, but you know, but yeah. So as you can see, a boat jumped in, rescued him, and then on the way back, she saw this freaking mythosaur,
I know.
and she was shook, and that's where the episode ended. And I'm excited for chapter 9, 19, but or episode 3.
There we go. That
all
is
right.
episode
Yeah.
That's we've discussed a little bit throughout the episode too, but now giving your final thoughts, things that you liked and did not like about the episode, give us your take, Chubax, and rating.
Yeah, I'll go with the. I'll go- I guess not a lot happened, but I still fucking enjoyed myself.
Mhm.
I'll go with an 8. Or
Mm.
maybe even a 9, but yeah, I just put it an 8 first. Well, I mean, it's just a pretty straightforward episode.
Mhm.
I'm still a little. I guess I'll put it at an 8 because I'm still a little butthurt that we don't have IG-11. But and we got that destroyed droid. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving the bonding with Grogu, starting to learn.
Mhm.
I want him to talk. I think he'll talk this season. I think it's
Yeah.
due. He needs to be more of a character. I just love, but I do love his development, and he started with like that cute baby. Now he's that cute child, and he's still it's
Mhm.
still amazing. He's still lovable. He's still great. With the way he has
Yeah.
that jump thing with to
Jump now.
Yep.
yeah. So he's getting there. We need him to talk more, and I'm sure that's gonna make it even more amazing. I love the visuals. Everything looked great. Um, I love, yeah, as I said already, Bo-Katan and the interaction with Bo-Katan and Din were great. Her calling to Din in the trap, like Din, Din, you okay?
Mhm.
That was so good. I love the
Mhm.
creatures. I love
Yeah.
the scavenger, whatever
Yeah.
he is. That was that's Star Wars. That's give us
Yeah.
unique shit like an eye. That's all right.
Exactly.
Like, and
Yep.
even it's just funny watching it with my kids because Lucas was like, "Oh, he's like Grieve. That's what he calls Grievous. He's like Grieve."
Good.
But this one is just like the eye. I don't even know how the fuck that works because technically though it should be the brain. Maybe there's a
Mhm.
brain
It's a
behind.
Dalek. It's a Dalek. It's a Dalek.
So yeah, and I don't know where we go from here. That's what I like about the season. I don't know how it's
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going. I like shit.
Everybody thought the whole Living Waters will be at the end of the season, but
I know we're
we're
getting it at the
episode
second
2.
episode. Yeah, so
Mm.
from the trailer, are we gonna get Ahsoka this season? Or
Probably at
There-
the probably
there-
I'm sure a
like a
a back
mid-season, yeah,
a
like
backdoor
backdoor pilot.
teaser.
but
I
we're
mean,
Oh,
not
they
get,
they
we're
they
not getting
teased the
Sabine here,
Purgle.
right?
We might get Sabine because
I get
she's
Sabine.
Mandalorian. She makes more sense. And then we'll probably have Ahsoka just to because they're together looking for Ezra. Maybe we'll get Ezra. We never know. They shown the Purgle.
the
But
whales.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
the whales.
that's my can't wait for next episode. The
Yep.
month of Pedro. So go next. Keep going, huh? Let's get something.
I'm giving it a 7 because I like it because like even as you start the episode, you already have like a pod race happening.
Mhm.
Bigger sets, bigger effects, more variety. So I like that they're doing that.
Mhm.
But in the essence, like not you can literally some of the episodes where Mando wanted to get a chip, didn't get the chip,
Yeah, yeah.
got a droid, went to the place, got to the place, got trapped,
Yeah.
and then found what's his name? Bo-Katan saved him,
Mhm.
went to the water, and then found a giant mythical monster. So I was
Mhm.
like, all right, that's pretty much the episodes. I do like the fact that Mando's talking to Grogu, but
Mhm.
Grogu is just like a representative of the audience of what's happening. So
Yeah.
it's just for me, it's a solid episode. Not a lot happened. More questions now, like what's happening to the Mythosaur?
Yep.
Now that like why can't he just give the dark saber to Bo-Katan?
Mhm.
Is he cured now? Like, all right, has he proven enough that he bathed in the mines of the living water? So there's a lot of stuff that are
I
it's
think
like
that's the proof because he did say
He
episode
needs
one.
to take a proof,
He,
right? I don't know what the
yeah.
proof
So
is though.
the proof will be like, hey, armor, guess what? I am riding a mythosaur. Selfie.
I mean, I'm pretty so my thing is like, why can't they just do I'm sure that they're doing a lot of there needs to be some like proof, right?
Setup. Yeah.
But they're why are you extending it? Just have the fucking hey droid take a fucking picture of me
Yeah.
in the water, take a video,
Feel like the Grant Gustin.
right? Just like get a damn video. Why are
Yeah.
we making it such a difficult thing to prove that I've been in the mine?
Uh,
Yeah.
Because like, if they
I'm okay with this the way they're doing it because religious shit. It's
Oh yeah.
no, but
carefully.
I'm just like
It's never easy. You're just taking a picture.
that's
Yeah.
why the more it is that they say like I'm so what I would hate is he goes back and say like this is not proof, etc. It's not proof enough, and there's going to be another fetch quest for him to do. I wish that it was just a little bit clearer that as soon as he got to the mines, everything was being recorded by his fucking armor. His armor has pretty much fucking everything anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think
Or,
it's.
or
I don't think he's gonna need to prove himself again. There might be another quest, but I don't think
yeah.
you're
Yeah, but I
gonna
hope
like.
it's not.
Or maybe he'll start calling, hey, Mandos. All Mandalore is not poison, so come
Yeah, you
here.
can get back. Maybe maybe
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. I just don't like the fact that they are not addressing it clearly
Hmm.
so that it becomes like a talking point. Like
Yeah.
For me,
we
that's
got
okay because
I
it's a
mean,
cult. It's a
I
fucking
trust,
cult. It's a
I
death
trust
cult.
Fabro. Favreau will write something that would make sense.
I think.
He's proven his writing. That's he's not gonna leave that.
actually
Especially is
that's where I'm the opposite. Like, Jonathan Favreau is like it's everything that he's been doing is great. Has a lot of holes because he is concentrating on the most important things, which is it's very cinematic, it's fun, it's action, and it's
yeah.
very Star Wars. You skip a lot of shit. Like imagine we're just glossing over the fact that he could have gotten like a way better, way more amazing droid in the last spot, but he didn't
Hmm.
want to. He wanted to fucking put down a damn uh statue to save his friend, and now he goes to Pelimoto. It's like, okay,
Half off.
all right, I'll just get that. Come on, dude. Make up your fucking mind. Is it your friend? Is it the most important thing in the world to have your spelunking
No,
buddy? Or you just want to be a fucking droid? It's like one of those things.
I still think IG-11 will be back. They'll find a MacGuffin. Maybe maybe he'll kill IG-88 and steal the memory chip. Because I mean,
Maybe there's IC chips in the old Mandalore about those kind of droids. Whatever. But the
it could
idea of
be,
like
could be.
if there's gaps,
I
storytelling
mean,
gaps, but we're
y-
concentrating on the most
yeah.
important stuff
It
where
doesn't have to be a Pentium. It could be an Asus. It could be a AMD. No, no problem.
the introduction of the mythosaur is kind of that pisses me off, right? Because the idea is now I'm gonna have to wait a week, maybe two, because
Oh
that's an
yeah,
important piece of information.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just hope that they said like, all right, everything was recorded, including the mythosaur. Now we really need to get back to
Hmm.
the other places and unite all of these
Yeah.
Mandalorian. It's whatever. But now it's just like, all right, what did he get the proof? Will they believe the proof? Will they believe me if I say I saw a fucking mythosaur? Nobody will believe Bo-Katan because Bo-Katan was
Yeah.
was
Oh,
like it's
yeah.
like
I don't think
damn it.
that's gonna be the issue. The
Yeah.
belief in him.
I
I
mean,
don't.
we'll
He's not
see.
a
I mean,
liar.
No, but
yeah.
he was knocked out. So I'm
Mhm.
saying, like,
No,
did
but he was
see-
there. He was there. I
he
mean,
was there, but did he see the mythosaur?
but that wasn't part of the quest.
Well,
I know. I'm just saying, like, the idea
plus
of
we
it
don't
is,
know if we don't know if he was really passed out or because he could have seen that too,
see,
and
and they were
Yeah, but
talking at the end of the
yeah,
episode, but
the Mythosaur isn't it part of his quest anyway, so it
it
doesn't
isn't
matter if
part
he
of the
saw.
quest, but it is
yeah,
going to be factual proof that he was able to bathe on the mines,
yeah. I mean, he could
right?
bring some water or he could take the plaque
Yeah,
or something like that.
but I would love
Yeah,
to just see, like, I can't wait to
yeah,
get
yeah.
back to say, like, not
But
only was I able to finish my quest, I'm a Mandalorian again. I'm pretty cool. I'm
and
awesome.
guess what? I tamed the mythosaur too. So
Maybe not tame, but like the
yeah.
myths are true. Like
I
it,
mean, yeah. I mean, just look at what happened with Boba Fett when he got the Rancor. When he rode the Rancor, nobody will challenge him now. But
That
because
just
of
so
always reminds me of the meme,
cliffhanger.
of Mando talking to Boba Fett. There's like,
yeah,
bro, she said I'm not a Mandalorian, bro. Bro, you got the dark saber, bro. Tell her she's not a Mandalorian, bro.
and then I just remembered, how do I ride a mythosaur? And then Boba's like a banta.
Like a banta. All right, Arnie, give us your final thoughts and your rating on episode 3.
I'm really a big Star Wars fan. I'll give it a 9. It would have been a 10 if we had like maybe a 2-minute extension and just have her, Bo-Katan and Mando talk about the mythosaur.
Yeah.
Um, and then going back to Chubax, he stepped up, but like uh, Grogu talking, I just thought of a possible voice actor. Maybe we could have Ashley Johnson to be to be Grogu, so that we perfect the trifecta because we have Ellie in in a way. But I mean, but anyways, yeah, I agree with Chubax. I think we could get away with Grogu talking maybe a word or two. They just need to cast the voice actor or actress.
He's a
My
guy though,
vote's for
right?
Ashley.
Did
He's a boy, but
have they
I
used
mean,
he?
yeah, it's your son. He's your thing.
Well,
But
shit.
Ashley could,
The voice of Naruto and Luffy are female, so
yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't
Plus,
matter.
Bart
plus,
Simpson is female.
Bart
Yeah,
Simpson's female and Peter Pan's female, and the thing is, like, Ashley could get away with it. I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
you see,
Yeah, doesn't matter.
yeah. Plus it's a child, so she could still sound high pitched.
Mm.
He could still sound high pitched, and then they could just recast and all that stuff. But yeah, it's for me. It's just like the whole Last of Us connection as well. Like, have Ellie, or Troy Baker, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for next week. And man, and I'm looking at the Wikipedia. They have until episode 8 episodes, so we're, you know
One
One
fourth.
fourth.
1/4 there, and then I just saw Bryce Dallas is directing episode 6. I'm excited about that. And then I saw an interview with Katie. I think she said episode 7 is important for her or something like that. So excited about that too. So yeah, I mean, Mando's back, and it's not, again, compared to Last of Us, that's very heavy. This is a good time. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Relaxing time.
because in Last of Us, Pelly will be killing that Rodian for the car or something. But here is just a scam. Like I said, if it's not happening to you, it's fun to watch. But yeah, I
All
mean,
right. Okay, those are our thoughts about episode 2 of season 3 of The Mandalorian. Like, more to come. Like, it's a nice one. Under 30-minute episodes. Always fun, good action. We will be continuing our review of the Mandalorian episode, an episode on this particular channel. So tune in next week to for us to discuss episode 3. With that, on behalf of my buddies Chubax and Arnie, thank you for watching our episode. Tune in the next episode where we will be discussing the penultimate episode of The Last of Us. So that show is winding down. I don't know if the world is ready for it yet, but we're very, very excited. So with that, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
this is the way.
This is the way.